stop traffic. Leaving at 6 p.m. on a Friday is not the most ideal time to get on the road, but it's better than not going at all. Brandon and I finished up our work week and then packed the truck to head towards Sequoia National Forest. We'd been to Sequoia National Park before, so it wouldn't be our first time seeing the massive trees, but we were excited for a more off-roading style adventure in the forest surrounding the national park. We just stopped real quick to grab some gas and also feed this one. Fed him his dinner. What is this called? Lake Isabella, right? Yeah, we're by Lake Isabella, and now we are driving up to hopefully find a campsite around something called Black Mountain, I think. Yes, Black Mountain. Alright, found our spot for the night.
Yeah, it's random.
It's pretty random. Obviously we got in late. It's like 11 o'clock at this point. And there was this one spot we drove by called Panorama View or Panorama something. But you can tell it was on fire at one point. And so there was just like burnt trees everywhere, which is, I don't know, not really the best probably to be by just in case trees fall down, and obviously it wasn't the prettiest or anything, but we drove around a little bit, went by, what was the other one called?
Portuguese Flat.
Meadow.
Or Portuguese Meadow, but then we saw private property signs and decided to turn around, so now
yeah,
we're just kind of camping on the side of the road.
Yeah, like it's not a super like glamorous, like gorgeous private spot with like a pretty view or anything, but we figure tomorrow night we'll be able to find something better because it will be daylight and we'll have a little bit more time, but this will work for tonight.
It'll work.
All right, guys, see you
in the
tomorrow.
Morning, Saturday, May 1st. It's a little cloudy outside. Leah and I both slept pretty bad last night.
Yeah, like crap.
So she's making the coffee for the morning, which will help us get up and going. Plans for the day, probably going to try to find like a lookout place to camp. Hopefully we can find somewhere nice with a good view. It was kind of tough getting in late last night. There was nothing to see as far as a view, so we kind of just pulled off to the side of the road, but it worked for the night. Hopefully we get something better tonight. So we bought Ollie this 100-foot leash so we can tie it to the truck because we don't trust him to be off leash, so we figure this is the next best thing.
If he saw a deer, he would be gone, so he has to be on.
So we're gonna test this out.
Oh no!
He's fine.
Good on.
Safe to say it's a win in my book. So Ollie does this weird thing where he eats grass.
Yeah.
And I know like they say dogs do that when their stomach hurt, but he literally does this every single day.
Well, only when we play. Like when we take him to the park back home, he does the same thing. He just eats the grass.
Just munches on grass. Does anybody else's dog do this?
How's that grass, bud?
Ollie, stop eating grass. Come on.
All right, come on. Come here.
Just while we're hanging around, I figured I'd show you guys what we got on top of the roof rack. This is new to us. Hold on, let me see if I can climb up here. So we just picked up this Apache case, which for those of you who know, that's a knockoff of the Pelican cases. A lot cheaper, but they essentially do the same thing, which is really nice because it's waterproof, dustproof, and shockproof. So whatever you put in here, you don't really have to worry about anything breaking or getting knocked around too much. So what we carry up here is like tools for changing a tire, extra ratchet straps, all the drill bits and stuff like that if we were to have to change a tire or fix something while we're out in the middle of nowhere. You can also store like camera gear in here. I'm not brave enough to do that yet, but maybe in the future. And then we also got some extra firewood up here, which we're not really allowed to use because of all the fire restrictions right now. And then our camping chairs.
Ever since building our sleeping platform, our cleanup time has drastically decreased. It's so nice to be able to just keep most things in the truck now and only have to fold the platform back up when we're ready to head to the next destination.
So we were just driving out of our last campsite and we stumbled across this campsite, which is a lot better, and we marked it on our map. So we can visit it some other time. Check it out though. Opens up into like a little grassy meadow with the mountains all surrounding. It's really pretty. So we'll definitely be back here probably at some point.
One thing we're learning as we dive more into this overlanding lifestyle is that a lot of the time you'll stumble upon the best camping spots and views when you least expect it. It's forced us to start to become more comfortable with spontaneity and trusting the trails to guide us to the right place.
So we actually found some sequoias in the forest, and check this thing out. Look at the size of that. There's Leah and Ollie at the base.
You can literally like get inside and like look up into the tree.
Waste your time on me. 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 Waste your time on me.
All right, we are leaving the giant forest right now. There's way too many people to enjoy it. It's a kind of a tourist trap. Everybody's running around crazy. We tried to get as much filming done as we could in there, but moving on to the next spot.
No matter how many times we've seen sequoias, they always stun us with their size. Our short adventure at the Trail of 100 Giants was just enough for us to stretch our legs and then get right back on the road. We continued to drive north, and after about 11 miles, we came across a tiny town called Ponderosa, population less than 100. just got done having some lunch at the Ponderosa Lodge, and it's about 3:45. We're trying to figure out like what else to do for the day. Unfortunately, a lot of these roads in the forest are closed because of fires, like past fires, not current fires, but a lot of them are closed. So we were gonna keep doing some more exploring. We were gonna drive up to, I forget what it was called, but some peak, like overlook type area, but the roads are all closed up there. So trying to figure out what to do. We think we have a camp spot though for the night. Has a really pretty view of this area called the Needles, and there's actually a hike that you can do to the Needles, and it's about a 4-mile hike, I believe, but that is also closed. So yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. Also at the lodge, I found these really, really cute earrings. They're handmade earrings from San Diego, and they're by A. Tucker Creative. So I picked these up because they're really, really cute.
So we stumbled across this place on one of the trails we took, and it's called Dome Rock. But check out this view it brings you to. It's ridiculous. Tell me that's not insane. It's beautiful up here. It's a little windy, but it's really pretty.
Rainy days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were worth the wait. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know.
So unfortunately we got skunked again on our campsite. We were going down the trail that led to the one that we wanted to be at, and there was a forest ranger on it, and he told us that that road was closed, unfortunately. So we're not going to be able to camp there. There was no sign on the road or anything, so I was kind of confused, but we're going to have to settle for this place again tonight. We don't really have a view. All the good campsites around here are taken, but it'll do. It's still beautiful compared to your average campground, I should say. But yeah, kind of bummed about that. It'll be a good night though. Give you a quick little shot of the setup for our bed. Tell me this doesn't look cozy. Got the pillows. Leah's got her little mummy down sleeping bag. I got the cheap Field and Stream, 40 degrees. That's all you need, baby.
And our fan.
Oh yeah, and our fan. Shout out Ryobi. Ollie's chilling, waiting for his kibble.
Being a good boy.
Being a good boy. Ollie's trying to show us all up. Put his jacket on. Check him out.
Okay, Ollie.
Okay.
Okay, you got
Woo.
the collar. Got the collar though.
Looking clean, boy.
Let's go. Black
Yes,
puffer
sir.
jacket. Come on. Oh,
Oh, little strut for him. Go ahead, strut.
strut, buddy.
You're worth the wait. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know.
So we are currently walking to try to get some service on one of our phones so we can open Netflix and watch a movie tonight in the truck. We downloaded movies from Netflix, but for some reason it's not letting us open it, which is kind of strange, but on the GPS that we use, it also shows cell phone coverage, so there's a little spot down here where we actually have some LTE, and we'll see if maybe that will help.
Oh, this could be
right, good morning. Another beautiful morning out here in Sequoia National Forest. A little better night of sleep last night. Leah's actually still sleeping right now, so it's just me and Ollie chilling. I'm on coffee duty. I got the water boiling, and then I'll wake her up with a fresh cup of coffee. Hopefully she gets up soon.
Alright, we're gonna wrap up our video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna head back to LA. We don't really know how far of a drive we have just because we don't have any service right now. So I would assume we'll be back in about, I don't know, 3 hours maybe. But thank you guys for watching again. Make sure you subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments what type of content you'd like to see from us or places that maybe we should check out and visit that are in either like the Southern California, or even like more Central California area, or even like some neighboring states like Arizona, Utah. Those are some areas we would like to visit hopefully soon. But oh yeah, also make sure to follow us on our Instagram at so.we.go, and also on TikTok, same exact username, so.we.go, and we will see you guys in the next video.